fan of the Hodaki Big Show podcast? Make sure you check out more from Jay, Smike and Keezy on their Instagram at Hodaki Big Show, or tune in to them 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hodaki. Thanks, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I reckon backbones.
Massive backbone.
And
How are we, fellas? We all good?
Yeah. Got
Good,
a headache, man. What's that about?
Have you?
Yeah.
No roots for you, eh?
Keezy has swimmer's ear. You know when you go swimming and you get a bit of water lodged in your ear there?
Doesn't seem happy.
No, he's looking a bit forlorn, isn't he?
Because I went swimming in Auckland and you guys made a joke about the water being dirty and I was like, nah, it was fine. And now I've got swimmer's ear.
Right.
And my wife's had to put drops in my ear every night. And she's like, can you just do this yourself? And I'm like, no, you have to do it. Because I have to lie
Can you
on
do
my
it for
side.
yourself?
Yeah.
It's the least you can do, surely.
Me or her?
Her.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah. Get it done, man.
I mean, she was
I don't want to hear
asleep.
any complaint. She was
Mind
asleep, you wake her
When I
up.
asked
Mind you,
what?
stuff happened last night, which we'll talk about in the show, but I'll address that later on. But listen, so swimmer's ear, is that when water gets trapped, or are you saying that you got
Yes.
poos in your
so
ear?
water and bacteria in the water gets trapped in your ear, which then inflames it, starts an infection. I had it once really badly when we were on holiday in
We've
Sri
talked about
Lanka.
it before, yeah.
And now, that's right, yeah, because I was going away to Europe and someone was like, make sure you remember your swimmer's ear stuff. And I was like, I'm not taking that to Europe.
Yeah.
But
What is
now,
it? Just drops?
It's just antibacterial stuff. But now, wherever I go, if I'm going swimming, I am taking my swimmer's ear medication.
Yeah, good.
Because it
good
gets
man.
so sore.
Get someone to strap it to you, so it's always on you. And then you put a little thing around your neck. It's got your name on it
Yeah. Actually, one
and your
thing
wife's phone number.
You'll need to get an ear splint as well.
for my mallet ear.
Yeah.
My wife last night was like, oh, those earplugs I bought you for when you're swimming. So she bought me earplugs to wear in Fiji midway through last year when I was swimming.
Oh, yeah.
And I tried them and it didn't work and I hated them. She's like, they didn't work, did they? And I was like, nah. And she's like, because I found these ones. And she showed me they were like $100, the Mac Daddy of earplugs, but it was like a headband that you wore on your entire
That would be
head.
so cool, man.
So am I... would it be fair to assume, Keezy, that your sinuses, your nasal passage, your ear passages, they're all a little vulny?
I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
a childhood of asthma and
from your
earaches.
childhood.
It's annoying,
Yeah.
isn't it?
It is.
It'd
I'll
be
be
annoying
honest
to have
with
to
you.
think about that every time we go for a swim.
You-
Well, some of us are blessed.
Used to plague me, actually, Mogey, because I got little monkey ears. And I got very small ear
Bolos.
canals. No, massive bolos.
Wow.
Right.
Small little ear canals. So I used to get water trapped quite often and be totally deaf. And being the person that I am,
Backbone.
It'll fix itself.
It didn't hurt. So
You're just deaf for a bit.
Yes,
Yeah,
for like
you tip your head and then all of
for
a sudden
months.
it runs out of there. I was like,
See,
one of the most pleasurable experiences
isn't it?
I've ever had in a doctor's office was when the nurse
jerked you
sucked
off.
it out.
Oh,
And they do the whole suction thing, and there's this moment where it just goes,
yeah, I remember that.
and it's I would say fringing on orgasmic,
wow.
Yeah, actually, even
fringing on orgasmic
there's something about the like.
release.
Well, there's yes, but the hairs in your ear are so sensitive. Even when my wife puts drops in it, I get shivers all through my body. Like
Right.
it's so ticklish.
Yeah.
But my ears don't just get blocked. After like 2 days, they start getting really sore. So my ear body is just like, oh, what's that water? Oh, better get an infection then. That's how my body
That's
reacts.
probably where your headaches come from there, Keezy.
I reckon maybe, yeah.
But I've talked about, because I have this thing where my inner ear is so sensitive, it quite seriously drives me insane all night long. Where I've got like this little
Tinnitus.
Conversation like
Little-
you is like a conversation with my 4-year-old where
It's
she's
like-
got every problem but
like a
worse.
little hair just tickling the deep inner part of my ear that I can't reach.
Do you jam your finger in there?
I
Have you
do.
tried sticking a bit of wire in there?
I've
Yeah.
tried everything, and my actually
nail?
coincidentally, my daughter has the same thing, and she says it infuriates her as well because you can't reach it.
Not as bad as you, though, I bet.
Oh no,
Yours
mine's
is worse. Yeah.
But yeah, I feel for you, Keys.
And the
I
annoying thing
feel
is,
for you.
like, I don't have to think about it whenever I go swimming. I just go swimming and then afterwards go, oh, that's right. My ears quite often get sore.
Sure.
And then so when I was on the I was on a cruise midway through last year in Fiji for a mate's wedding. Remember that?
Yes.
I was
more importantly.
Remember there was that guy that turned up and he was just hammered all the time.
Oh my god, that
Remember
guy!
that guy?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
great. He was. I wonder where he's at. I was the only one who brought their ear medication, and I had 4 people ask to use it.
Whoa.
And so I poured 4 little water bottle caps worth of thing, and I said, "Here,
You're
take
like
that."
a dealer. You're like the dealer at the party.
Yeah.
Totally, man.
And then they went
For
to the
ear
nurse,
medicine.
and she gave them syringes so they could use my little bottle caps of ear medicine. And I was the man.
Yeah, man.
I was running like a full setup there.
Yeah, boy.
You must, I'm imagining when you travel around and stuff, have quite a big medical kit.
Yeah,
I mean, do you have to get like carry-on and stuff
oh, always check-in baggage.
for your respirators and that sort of thing?
Yeah, so I'm going to Wellington this weekend for 5 hours. I'll be checking in baggage.
Whoa.
Yeah, it'll be the full shebang in there.
Because you were saying that when you fly, it affects your ears as well. You get a bit.
Are you there,
phony there.
You're there on back on the same day, Keezy? You got no one in Wellington? No mates down there?
Nah.
Oh.
Oh, do I?
Do you?
No, but I'm quite happy to come back.
Yeah, right.
The Hodaki Big Show with Jason Hoyt, Mike Minogue, and Keezy. The Hodaki Big Show, weekdays at 4 on Radio Hodaki.
It's essentially like a normal person's day of work. Like I leave my house at 8 a.m. and I return at like 6
Sweet.
or 6:30 or something. So, but
That'll
yeah,
be good though.
yeah, it'll be great. To be honest, I don't spend enough time in Wellington. I don't really have any mates down there. Actually, I don't.
Funny,
think.
I'm like that with Christchurch.
Yeah, I see opposite.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't have anyone in Christchurch.
No,
Got
mate.
mates in,
Not a
in
soul.
Welly.
But you don't have any mates in Auckland though, Jace.
No, I don't have any in Auckland, but I do in Welly, strangely
Right.
enough.
Like who?
I'm not telling you who they
Oh,
are.
that's convenient.
Not naming them personally on the show.
Naming names.
Right. Okay.
Let's just say they're celebs in their own rights as
Right,
well.
okay,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Grant
Yeah,
Robertson.
Oh, yeah, Grant.
Robbo.
We go and talk politics occasionally, have a coffee, that sort of thing. And sport. He loves his sport, does
Oh,
Grant.
he does love the sport.
So, yeah, we had a bit of a catch
He was at the premiere for old Coming Home in the Dark at the Embassy Theatre there, and he was there with his partner. And I got to chatting. He was sitting in the seat waiting for the movie to start, and I had to introduce myself to his partner. He didn't introduce his partner to me.
Right.
I hate it when people do that.
He was just sitting there, and I was like,
Do you think he
listening, and then I'm like, I feel like you shouldn't introduce this person, and then I was just like, g'day, mate. How's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought that was odd.
I'm a real introducer to the point where people are like, yeah,
I
no,
feel
we've
weird. I
we've
feel
met
weird
before.
not introducing.
I am too, unless I don't know who I'm talking to. And then that is
Here's-
a real conundrum for me. Like, especially if I've got my wife with me, for example, and someone comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Hoodie Jay," or "Jace, how are you, mate?" And I just go, "Oh, fuck, I
Do you
can't
know what
remember
our
who
plan
you
is
are."
with that?
yeah, I've got the same plan.
I see it. I see a person. I'm like, oh my god. I'll say to my wife, I've got no idea who that is. So when we start talking, you come in with, "Hi, my name is Zara," so that then you get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
that-
always been our plan. It has never happened.
I was going to say that's reliant on you catching them approaching you and all that as well.
So
I mean, if they just turn up and they go, "G'day, Jace," and
Yeah.
you go, "Oh shit,"
One thing I do is, and it doesn't work, it works probably 50% of the time, is you go, what was your last name? And you hope that they'll say their full name for some
Yeah.
reason. But then they usually don't, and then you're stuck with their last name, and then you have to call them Mr. Bloody
yeah. This is
Mr. Smith.
This is Keezy.
Yeah, what was your first name again, Keezy? Chris.
It's terrible. I'm ready. It got quite epidemic for me, actually, that whole thing where I
Everything
and
gets
it's-
epidemic for you,
it's-
though.
It's because I so often have people come up and quite genuinely come up and talk to me, and I don't know who they are,
Hmm.
and it's either. Sometimes they're a fan, but
I'm a
sometimes
shocker for it.
sometimes they're people I know. And
But I've always been like that.
I recognise a face, and I go, "Oh my!" The worst was when a woman came up to me at one of the markets down
your
in
mother?
Grey Lynn. No, it wasn't my mum, but we'd apparently gone out for like 5 or 6 months.
No way. And
That
you
was
didn't
the
recognize.
worst.
And did you not?
I recognised her.
but just not from where.
Just
Yeah.
it was just very
What about
vague. Yeah.
That is shocking.
Mogey.
That
Pugs,
is shocking.
You
Pugs.
need to wipe
You need to
that.
beep
No,
that.
that's all good, man.
Man,
9
Jesus.
minutes, 15 seconds. You need to beep that.
Eyes to the
Eyes
front,
to the
Mo.
front, Mogey.
That's a
Checking
walking.
him out.
Checking out his
That-
walking
that
style.
was-
Okay, Pugs, you didn't beat that as well.
Can you beat
9 minutes
that?
40.
Jesus.
You know, I was
blown
driving in today, and I come around the corner there.
In the teeter.
There's a teeter, yes. A gentleman pulled out in front of me, which required me. So he was pulling out of a driveway, just pulled it straight out, drove straight out in front of me. So I had to come to a complete halt in the road, about 2 feet away from his driver's door, as he turned around to go
Around the front of your bonnet.
front of my bonnet to go past me the opposite direction towards the town. He had his window down. He looked at me, and then made no sign whatsoever, and just continued driving.
What did you do? Because you're not road rage anymore, remember?
Well, I fucking leant on the horn, I can tell you what.
Yeah, no.
Once he got like a wave, I've got no problem, man. You didn't see I've got no problem with that. But if you think you can do that where I could have fucking killed you if I wanted, and I now do, like, what are you doing? So I slammed on the horn. I was wave you.
Pugs.
But I had the window up.
1042 as well. Could you wipe that as well, mate?
Nah,
Isn't that just disgusting, though?
No,
what a
look,
fucking piece of
It happens to me all the time, and I'm just fucking over it.
Guys. Let's just relax, all right? We're here to have fun. Guys.
Sorry, that's probably didn't help your headache, Keezy.
But what's the story with that guy?
Oh, I know.
I know. He's a massive wanker.
It's like, as I go
But he didn't
on
look
and
like
on
a
about,
wanker. Looked like a nice guy.
people that slam on the brakes when they go over judder bars, and they go over at about 1 kilometre an hour. That does
seems
my
like
head
the
in.
sort of thing that you would do, to be honest.
No,
you mean
You're
speed
flying
bumps?
over them.
I drive normally over a speed bump.
50k.
So
80.
if you do something wrong, right? If you were in that guy's position, if that was me, I would be like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
sorry,
same,
man.
same.
I would wave, and I'd also do the
Yeah.
and then I'd be like,
What?
I'll be doing that.
Suck it.
That's Jace.
Pugs, actually,
11:40,
45 there. Just
Are we going to
delete
have to put
that
a
out.
disclaimer on
It's
this
just
one?
Bugs. Can you just beep the whole episode from about
Yeah,
8
just
minutes
one
onwards?
beep.
Did you say bugs then?
Bugs. Old Pugs punny in there. Hey, fellas. Follow us on the Instagram, Hodaki Big Show. Lots of great content on there. I tell you
reckon.
what. Boy, howdy. Also, of course, follow us on our Instagram. Call me Pugs. Mr. Mike Minogue. Chris Key and Zed. That's all.
You said boy howdy. Boy howdy.
Hoodie J as well, of course, mate.
Yeah, I'm going off on the old
Stop
Instagram
mentioning
at the
it,
moment.
Jace.
Thanks, mate.